It's really interesting to see a lot of the TV shows I was obsessed with as a kid becoming reboots in my adulthood. I remember one day back in middle school, my mom coming home from work and handing me a page she ripped out of a magazine. It was an ad for a TV show, Winx Club, and my mom was like, "This seems like something you'd like." And she was absolutely right. I mean, fairy girls going to magical college, beefing with the rival witches who attended their own school next door, and flirting with the heroes from the academy down the road, magical girl transformations, mild violence, but with glitter, and multiple female protagonists who, despite being teenagers, lived like they were well within their 20s. I loved it. And to be clear, just like there were two different English dubs of Sailor Moon, the true dub that, in my opinion, was more accurate to the Japanese script, and then the version I grew up on, which had the better music, let's be real, which is the DIC dub, also known as the Cousins dub. There were also two different English dubs of Winx Club, which I distinguished by the opening songs. Under the Sign of Winx was the opening song for the Cinnaloom version of Winx Club, also known as the RAI English dub. And We Are the Winx is the 4Kids English opening song. I bet you can guess which was my OP. The better one, exactly. I'm extremely biased about which Winx Club English dub is better, but I have to admit, per usual, the version I grew up watching was extremely censored, but the voice acting and music were leagues better than the other one. It's funny because I feel the exact same way about the Sailor Moon dubs too. In a nutshell, Winx Club is about a girl named Bloom who grew up thinking she was a regular human and finding out that she was actually a fairy princess with crazy pyromantic powers. Upon discovering her fairy powers, Bloom begins attending Althea, a fairy college, and creates a bond with a group of fairies who are each from different realms and kingdoms with their own unique powers, as well as style and vibe. And I love seeing the diversity amongst the fairy powers and the fairies themselves. TV shows aimed at young girls are just so much more appealing when the featured girls are multicultural. And you know me, I really loved and appreciated how they added a black girl fairy in season 2, who was unambiguously black with noticeable black girl features that complemented her design, such as her textured black girl hair that was just as pretty and magically long as the other girls. I love that she had a black girl name, Aisha. Although 4Kids did change her name to Layla in the version that I grew up watching. I wonder why they did that. I feel like both names give off flavor, but I wonder if there was a sprinkle of misogynoir in the reason behind the name change. But she was also a princess. And you know, I've noticed that usually when TV shows add black girl characters, they intentionally design her to be a version that doesn't compete, especially in the aspect of beauty, with the other girls by giving her qualities or features that are collectively deemed unattractive by majority of society. So I appreciate that Aisha Layla was very much on the same level as the other fairies, and they didn't try to cheap her on her femininity and beauty like some other TV series do on the slick by giving their black girl characters some weird hairstyle or no hair at all. Yeah, I'm looking at you, witch. One thing I didn't catch during my first watch of season 2, which took place in the beginning episodes of Aisha's entrance, because I was watching the heavily censored version of the show, was how they tried to stir the pot a little bit with a possible love triangle between Aisha, Prince Sky, and Bloom. Now, Sky ain't slick, and he, despite being Bloom's boyfriend, was definitely being a little friendly with Aisha, which had Bloom in her feelings and doing the most. I don't blame Bloom for being insecure. Aisha came in being super impressive, and Sky has hid women from Bloom before. Yeah, secret fiancés and all that. But I thought it was hilarious, especially catching the looks Aisha would give Bloom. And vice versa. Bloom was pissed. Aisha came in with a no-nonsense personality. She was on a mission to save these pixies, and she was shown to be brave, competent with her fairy skills, super athletic, and a little unfriendly, which normally would be a red flag when writing black girl characters since that is a common stereotype. But I like and appreciate how as the show went on and she began to trust everyone, that she eventually softened up, especially after she met her boo, Ophir/Nabu. Side note, he is the third guy in the series to lie about his name. These dudes are so weird and dishonest. Naboo and Aisha absolutely had the best relationship out of all the couples, in my opinion, even though they ended tragically. Regardless, I love the drama, so I hope this new series will still encompass the various love stories. So anyways, I started watching Winx Club on Foxbox, which turned into 4Kids later. Foxbox Winx Club was really special in the early days. Does anyone else remember the little music videos they would play after every episode? They were so cute.
And now for a magical music video from the Winx Club.
So I can't remember where in the story I fell off of Winx Club. I remember Lord Darkar and Valtor, but to be honest, I kind of dropped off after it moved to Nickelodeon and started going through all those interesting design changes with the animation. And yeah, I wasn't a fan of the Netflix adaptation like most of you. I checked to see if Aisha was still black and went about my business. My mom said she liked it though. A minute ago, I was doing a Magical Girl rewatch series, and I did a few episodes of Winx Club before taking an extended sabbatical. We'll eventually get back to that. But don't get me wrong, I am still very much a fan of Winx Club, and I had no idea that so many of you guys were too. Which is why after I saw the new trailer of the reboot, I was excited. So let's take a look at this trailer. The first thing I notice is the CGI animation, and I'm not repelled by it. I see a lot of similarities between the series' original animation and style, so I actually like it. From the opening of the trailer, it appears that they plan to truly retell the entire story from the very beginning. The opening scene of Bloom riding her bike is straight from the first episode. However, it looks like they're definitely remixing the story quite a bit because in the OG series, Bloom spots Stella on Earth battling the witches or tricks ogre lackey by herself. And I think they were fighting over Stella's scepter. While in this new trailer, Flora is here, and both she and Stella are fighting this lion monster ogre looking thing. We see Bloom awaken her powers, and then the fairies tell Bloom that they're actually looking for Bloom to take her to Magix, the magical realm where they all go to fairy school. And that's a difference from the show. They weren't looking for Bloom, they didn't even know she had powers, although she did awaken something to help Stella. And then after it was revealed that she was a fairy, Stella kind of took Bloom with her and snuck her into Alfea. But here in this trailer, it gives the impression that they're looking for her, so I wonder what that's all about. A big part of Winx Club was Bloom discovering her origins, finding out where she got her power from, and recovering her family and kingdom that was destroyed and lost, which is how she ended up on Earth. So it'll be interesting to see how much everyone already knows. I wonder if she'll be some kind of like Harry Potter back on campus with everyone knowing her story but her.
We're here for you.
For me? You need to come with us.
Another thing that stuck out to me was Flora's accent. You know, back in the day, I didn't know right away, despite her name being a huge clue, that Flora was Latina representation. Like most black girls, I assumed every racially ambiguous brown girl was a light-skinned black girl. So it's nice to see them doubling down on their diversity, which is a true charm of the show. So then we see Alfea. Looks nice, but small for some reason. Alfea is the all-girls fairy school, if you can't tell. And then we see our girl Aisha. So I love her hair and braids. And it's interesting that she is being introduced so soon. In the original show, Aisha didn't show up until the girl's sophomore year in college. And from the looks of this trailer, it looks like she's a student at Alfea before Bloom. But I like this change. I like Aisha being included from jump. They give us this really cool shot of the group, and their fashion is so cute. Winx Club fashion didn't really pick up until the second season, so I appreciate what they're doing here. And Techno looks great, by the way. I love her outfit here. Hated it in season 1 of the original series. Love it here. They all truly look so cute, and that is one of the things I loved about Winx Club. It was so hyper feminine and colorful. We see another outfit change, very cute, still loving the fashion. It looks like they're on some kind of school field trip. And then we see the Tricks, and they look great. The Tricks, or the Witches, Icy, Stormy, and Darcy, served as the main antagonists of season 1. They were obviously the mean girls and bullies, but also very talented witches, as noted by their headmistress, on a crazy power trip that landed them in an asylum by season 2. The Tricks were students too. They attended Cloud Tower, which is the witch equivalent to the fairy school Althea. But instead of studying, these girls were focusing their time on trolling the Winx Club. They were stealing their boyfriends. There was this one time where they tricked Bloom and had her thinking she was actually a witch, had her all devastated, questioning her identity. Then they turned this one girl, a fellow witch mind you, into a pumpkin, and that girl stayed a pumpkin until like the end of that season. Like all kinds of diabolical stuff. And as the fairies continued to level up, the witches continued to spiral and take it there, leading to their inevitable expulsion from Cloud Tower. These girls were heinous, like so foul, iconic mean girls, and I really hope they don't flop them in this new series. I love that they kept their original outfits and hairstyles. See, now I'm excited. Miss Farragonda looks great. Actually, I love this glow up on her. Way better than the original series design. And here are the heroes. We have Sky, Brandon, and Riven. Was it Riven? Riven, that sounds right. Riven and Musa were such a realistically horrible couple. And side note, my favorite animal is Bloom going off on Riven.
The only I'd give you is I don't think so.
Right.
What is with you? Hey, I think I know who I like, and trust me, I don't go for the whole jerk thing. I still can't figure out why Musa's got a crush on you. You're a totally conceited, totally cocky, totally boring waste of good oxygen.
I'm not afraid to admit it. I've quoted that to a guy more than once. But anyways, so the heroes or the specialists attend Red Fountain, which is like a hero academy for boys, aka the boyfriends, because of course the Winx Club love interests attend this school. I wonder if they're going to keep the whole Sky and Brandon switching identities, secret fiance storyline, because I love a little messiness, and a remix version of that wouldn't hurt.
But what does Winx mean? Nothing. Just
Wait. Kiko, is that you? I am weak. Did they really turn her pet rabbit into a diary? Oh my gosh. So I actually found Kiko to be so annoying in the original series. So this change from Kiko's existence to being her diary, if that is what's going on right here, is probably my favorite change of this reboot thus far. I'm sorry, is that mean? Speaking of mean, in addition to the trailer, Winx Club official dropped a bonus first official clip, and I guess Mitzi got invited to the reboot too. Yay. I don't have much to say about Mitzi except she played the typical stale mean girl role where she was all bark, no bite. Her voice was super irritating in the 4Kids dub, and she reminded me a lot of Mandy from Totally Spies. But you know, I gotta say, I really like the animation for this series. After 4Kids lost their rights to the show, I was not a fan of the Nickelodeon animation, and especially whatever this is, this chibi version. However, this series looks good, and I'm looking forward to seeing it air. And there you have it, new Winx Club coming in 2025. I think it looks great, and I'm excited. And I'm really looking forward to how they're going to retell the story. But let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? What were your thoughts after seeing this trailer? Are you excited? Disgusted? Were you fans of the Winx Club series before? Or are you just sick of reboots in general? We're definitely in the era of reboots. We've been here for quite a while, and I think I've become sort of numb to them. But I mean, we did have some really great TV shows back in the day, so it's no surprise to me that these companies want to create new fan base and, you know, make money off of it. But anyways, please give this video a like, don't forget to comment, and consider subscribing to my channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.